Hello everybody, my name is Auriga, playing some TF2 with my buddy Gilgamesh. Enjoy. Don't mind the gameplay really, because what we're gonna talk about today is growing your gamer channel. And I know I might not be the right guy to talk about this, but it's something that I've been exploring quite a lot. But before we go over all that important stuff like the quality of your content and all that stuff, I want to talk about the essentials and what it'll basically turn out to be. So first off, you'll need to decide, do I want to play on console or do I want to play on PC? Or maybe you have both, but usually people choose one of these two sides and then expand later. Anyways, either way, it's gonna be expensive. First, you're gonna need a console and an HD TV and an HD recorder if you're going with the console way, and that's the absolute minimum. Then there's also headsets and all kind of other stuff. When you go with the computer, it's way more expensive, but also way more future proof. And if you're playing games like first person shooters, way more ideal. At least coming from a Battlefielder, and I've been playing FPS since I was 8 on computers. So yeah, I've also been playing consoles since I was 6. But anyways, that's not the point at all. A computer is expensive. I built my own where I saved just about half the price. If I bought this computer at the time, built by some professional, I would probably have had to pay to pay double. But anyways, I built the computer myself. I got everything from a professional microphone that I use to record my voice right now to a headset, and you need programs like Fraps and video editing, and there's a lot of stuff going on the PC side, and it's expensive. But it's not just expensive once. You can't just think, well, now I have the computer, the headset, the microphone, and everything, I'm set for life. No, you're not. If you want to keep playing all the new games and keep playing content that people will see, so you're not just stuck playing Garrys mod for the next 8 years, you're gonna need to upgrade your computer, not necessarily yearly, but at least every 2 or 3 years. I think is probably the normal um, amount of upgrading that you'll see YouTubers do, because they do want that crisp 60 frames per second when they game. Of course, you can only see 30 on YouTube, but that's the first thing. Your equipment, it's gonna be expensive. It's gonna start off with being a hobby for a long time, okay? It's not like you're just gonna make a gaming channel, publish 2 videos, and you're just gonna become the next CNNers. That's just not gonna happen. I mean, what did you expect? I've been uploading pretty much a video every day for 2 months, and I gained what, three subscribers. From what I can hear around and read about, unless you're very lucky and you get a shout out from those mega channels like CNanners, Frankie on 1080p, and Level Cap, and basically just the big guys when it comes to whatever you're doing. If you can get a shout out from them, it's gonna cut many months from the whole project. So if you can kind of focus, well, just focus some energy at least on posting on forums, not spamming or anything, just being polite and informative, and just post on forums and on Battlelog if you play, for instance, Battlefield, anything that's really linked to you, and where, for instance, your friend or your friends or just people can see your content, so it's not just your own little channel where you upload videos and random people find it with the YouTube search or Google search. That's not how it's supposed to be. You have to build an audience. And I know the whole building an audience thing probably is kind of a scary term, because you'll probably have somewhere around 0 and what, 200-300 subscribers as of watching this video, and they're probably not very active, those subscribers, and it's just very frustrating creating all this content, at least what you consider as very good content, otherwise you wouldn't upload it, and see it go to waste by only getting a couple of views, maybe one or two likes, a comment or two, and you're just not getting the response that you hoped for when putting maybe from everywhere between 2 to what 12 hours into the video. I don't know how much time you spent doing that, but it's just sad to see all that hard work wasted. But I believe one of the best ways to get a couple of subscribers in the beginning is just posting as a comment on guys videos you like. Just post a comment like, hey man, check my gaming channel. I mean, I post videos. Some of them are very similar to what this guy's posting, and we all enjoy him. Just something along those lines. Not be like, hey, come check my channel out. I'm way better than everyone else here on YouTube. You really you can't be cocky and you can't be an asshole. Well, unless you're doing it right and it's part of your whole channel thing and personality. But besides that, you really have to be a nice guy because otherwise people are just gonna be annoyed with you. You have to make that good impression on people what the first 30 seconds of the video, because otherwise you lost them. You just lost them. And you'll also see that I started my video pretty fast. Now let's just get into this. I want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about all kinds of other things like what the gameplay is going to be about. I like to go straight to the case, especially if you make tutorial videos. Be straight to the case. No channel commercial, no nothing. Just do this, do this, do this. That's it. You done. People will absolutely love you for that. I had a lot of good experience with releasing tutorials. They really attract quite a lot of attention. So that's also another way. Uploading tutorials and just informative videos, and then the holy grail is just pretty much getting a shout out. It can either be from a semi-popular channel or one of those mega channels with the big guys. Maybe you can get them to tweet out a video of you and you'll gain a couple of hundred subscribers, thousands if you're lucky. But it all depends on your content, really. Your content is key in this. I mean, first off, you're not gonna get any shout outs or anything like that if your content is not any good, and nobody's gonna subscribe to you from a shitty tutorial or just a shitty video in general. So you really gotta focus on the content. Not only that, it also really helps to edit the content. People don't want to watch 1 hour of just half good half bad commentary, or a game where half of it is just bullshit and the other half you just own completely. And people usually don't want to just see raw gameplay. They want to see something with a real person behind it, talking and communicating and formulating ideas and expressing them to their audience, and so on and so forth. But another very important point is what a lot of people call originality, which I really don't think it's supposed to be called, because everything when it comes to gaming has been done, dual commentaries, and I don't know, post box with sex questions. Every goddamn thing has been done. So if you can actually manage to dust up something that hasn't been done yet, go ahead, do it. It will probably most likely be a success, actually. But other than that, pretty much everything has been done. So instead of focusing on originality, which of course you should have some originality and integrity to your channel, but I think it's more important to work on, well, not necessarily work on, but to keep your personality in mind, because that is what people come back for. Listening to some monotone guy, well, I guess I can be a little monotone at times, but listening to a monotone guy like, hello everybody, I'm playing the Battlefield 3. This is the M16A3 with the Cobra side, and I'm just killing noobs, man. Look at this. I'm teabagging this bastard. I'm so good. No one's gonna watch that or respect that. Once people see that, they're just gonna be like, what? I don't have any more time for that. I'm probably gonna go watch a real YouTuber instead. So try and kind of keep it excited. It's not like you have to act like you're on coke or you're a Fred or something like that. That's extreme. But you should definitely sound engaging and open, and people should want to comment on your video and say, hey man, this and that. You should also, and this is very important, when you actually get these subscribers that you fought so hard to obtain, it's important that you keep in touch with them, that you answer comments, that you answer private messages. I know once you get, shit tons of subscribers, it's gonna change, but at that time you'll probably be YouTube searching videos like how do I answer all my subscribers. Anyways, that's a different video. But when you don't have a lot of subs and you start to gain some, be engaging with them. It's no more difficult than just spending maybe 20 minutes a day just answering comments. Uh, I don't know how you want to deal with that, but you'll find a way to fit it in your schedule. And something that I kind of mentioned, and still I want to touch up a little more, is you remember me commenting on that you don't want to play Garry's mod for the next 8 years, when talking about PC and upgrading that in the future. I see a lot of people who have a gaming channel where just about everything they have is either Minecraft, Left 4 Dead 2, and Garry's Mod. Like, that's the only videos they have on their channel, and they might be very good YouTube commentators, but that might actually be wasted on them playing. Well, not really with Minecraft, it doesn't apply, but it might be wasted on them playing very old and outdated games that people have just, they've done everything. It's been overplayed. People are not watching that content anymore. So, for your own good, do not get gameplay for 100 Garry's Mod videos and then start rendering them and uploading them to YouTube, because it's not gonna give you a lot of views unless that's your thing. You're a Garry's Mod guy. That's what people know you by. Of course, always experiment and try new games, and keep your subscribers interested, instead of, oh well, he's just that Battlefield guy that only does Battlefield. That might make people want to quit on you if they someday don't find your Battlefield videos attractive. Me, for instance, I have War Thunder going on right now and Battlefield pretty much as my primary things right now, and then I also introduced some Bioshock. So right now I have like 3 different series going on, um, and some people might not see the Battlefield videos, and some other people might just see everything I make, and it's just a good thing that if suddenly they find my Battlefield videos to be dull, that they still like my, for instance, Bioshock videos, so I can keep those subscribers. Keeping, the subscribers is basically key to your whole survival here in the harsh fields we call YouTube. Another thing that I've had a lot of success with compared to just my normal videos is uploading videos on new games, and especially tutorials for new games. It just works out like a charm, because new games, not a lot of videos, and new games also equals a lot of people wanting to find out how to play the game on just, a novice level. So tutorials of every kind on new games is just gonna be a good thing for you, especially if you can be the first one to get it out there and maybe make a series like how to play insert game title here. That's something that could really kick your channel in the ass, and get some views and subscribers. But basically it's gonna come down to 3 things. One, how is your general quality both of the video and your commentary? 2, how are you making the world sure of your existence? How are you sharing your channel out there? Is it in a constructive or deconstructive way, or destructive, I guess? Um, I mean, you really have to be approaching, and people have to feel warm when they go to your channel, all warm and fuzzy inside. But most important, maintaining your integrity and maintaining a kind of schedule. And if you can't maintain a normal schedule, you'll have to inform your viewers and your subscribers that, hey, I'm in school, so my schedule's not gonna be something. It's not gonna be a standardized schedule. I'm just gonna upload whenever, but you can expect at least say 3 videos a week. That's something that they can understand. So they're like, okay, I might not know when these videos are out, but I'm promised 3 videos, so I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. But I almost forgot this, and this is actually the most important part. Do not do this for the YouTube money, okay? This is something that you do because you enjoy it as a hobby and something that you do for yourself. And I don't really know what your motivation is, but one thing's for sure, if your motivation is just 50% I want to get money, it's just not gonna happen for you because that's the wrong motivation. Sure, you can earn money with this someday, and I also intend to probably do that at some point. But until then, I want to not think too much about that because I think that it's more important to build up the channel first and do this because it's something that you enjoy to do. Automatically, when it's something you enjoy to do, you'll produce better content than someone who's doing it for the money, and ultimately, you're just gonna end up better, I think. Of course, there are some exceptions, such as people giving stuff away like Xboxes, it's called giveaways. That will definitely boost their views, likes, ratings, and so on. But I don't really advocate doing it that way. People are just generally gonna call you a sellout, and well, I think you're a sellout if you do that. I'm not really into giveaways unless it's just like, well, I reached 100K subs here. I'm just gonna give away free stuff. I mean, that's something else. It might attract viewers, it might attract subs and ratings, but it's honestly something that this guy is doing as a celebration of his progress on his channel. So it's not something selfish, rather, it's to pay the community back for what they have provided to him or her for that matter. Oh yeah, also it helps if you're actually good at playing whatever game you're playing. If you're not good at them, it's probably a good idea to have a humongous amount of humor. But I think that's about every point I wanted to touch up on. The guy with 33 subscribers, well, at least at the time of making this video, is giving you advice how to grow your channel. Ain't that a bitch? Anyways, I've been Auriga. I really hope you enjoyed this. I did. And it's been a pleasure. And hopefully I'll see ya guys later. See ya.